Hi there, curious minds. Welcome back to our channel. Have you ever wondered what would happen if you just stopped caring? Now, before you click away, hear me out. We're not talking about becoming a careless rebel without a cause. Instead, we're diving into the art of detachment. It's a game changer. And today, we're exploring 5 things that happen when you master this skill. So buckle up and let's get into it. Imagine this. You're carrying around a backpack everywhere you go, but it's filled to the brim with rocks. That's what it's like when you care too much about everything. It's exhausting. When you learn to let go, it's like taking off that heavy backpack. Suddenly, you can stand up straight. You can breathe. Nothing is weighing you down. You'll notice your stress levels dropping. Those little annoyances that used to bother you, they'll roll right off your back. Think about that coworker who always steals your lunch. Instead of letting it ruin your day, you might just shrug and bring an extra sandwich next time. It's not that you don't care at all, you just care differently. You're choosing your battles. And that, my friends, is incredibly freeing. Ever notice how when you're super emotional, it's hard to think straight? It's like your mind is in a fog, and every decision feels monumental. When we care too much, our emotions can cloud our judgment. We become so invested in the outcome that we lose sight of the process. But when we take a step back, when we detach just a little, we can see things more clearly. It's like giving our mind a moment to breathe, to reset. It's like looking at a painting up close. All you see are brush strokes, right? The details can be overwhelming and confusing, but step back and you can appreciate the whole picture. The colors, the composition, the story it tells, all come into focus. This clarity, this ability to see the bigger picture, helps us make better choices in all areas of life. Whether it's career, relationships, or personal goals, perspective is key. Let's say you're deciding between 2 job offers. It's a common scenario, but the stakes feel incredibly high. One has a higher salary but longer hours. It promises financial security, but at the cost of your time and energy. The other is more aligned with your passions but feels riskier. It excites you but also brings uncertainty. Instead of getting caught up in the prestige or the fear, you can look at what really matters. What are your core values? What do you truly want out of life? Which job aligns better with your values? Is it the one that offers more money or the one that fuels your passion? Which one offers better growth in the long run? Think about your future self and where you want to be in 5 or 10 years. You're not making decisions based on fear or desperation. You're making them from a place of confidence and clarity. You're choosing based on what truly fits your life, and that, in the end, leads to a more fulfilling and balanced existence. Roll with the punches. Let's face it, life is full of surprises, both good and bad. And when we're too attached to outcomes, when we're clinging to how we think things be, these surprises can throw us off balance. But when we learn to let go, even just a little, we become more flexible. We learn to adapt. It's like being a tree in a storm. If you're rigid, you might break. But if you can bend with the wind, you'll not only survive, you'll thrive. Think about it. Your flight gets canceled right before a big trip. Instead of having a meltdown at the airport, you take a deep breath and start looking for alternative routes or fun things to do during the delay. This adaptability doesn't just make life easier, it makes it more interesting. You're open to new possibilities, and that's where the magic happens. Better relationships. This one might sound counterintuitive, but stick with me. Caring less can actually lead to better relationships. When we're too invested in controlling others, in controlling outcomes in our relationships, it can push people away. It's suffocating. But when we loosen our grip, when we give ourselves permission to detach just a little, we give others space to be themselves. Think about that clingy friend who always needs your attention, who needs constant validation. It can be exhausting, right? Now imagine a friend who's there for you, but also respects your independence, who's cool with you doing your own thing. That's the kind of friend you want to keep around. The same goes for romantic relationships. When you're not desperately seeking approval, when you're not clinging to someone else to complete you, you become more attractive. You're confident, and you're comfortable in your own skin. And that, my friends, is magnetic. Open to opportunity. Imagine you're on a hike, but you're so focused on getting to a specific destination that you miss all the amazing scenery along the way. You have a map, a plan, and a goal, but your eyes are glued to the path and you don't take a moment to look around. You miss the hidden waterfalls, the breathtaking views. The beauty that surrounds you goes unnoticed because your mind is set on reaching that one point. When we're too focused on one path, on one outcome, we can miss the side roads that life throws our way. These side roads might lead to experiences and opportunities we never imagined. But when we're open to whatever comes our way, amazing things can happen. We allow ourselves to be surprised, to be delighted by the unexpected. It's like going on that hike without a set destination, open to the journey itself. You walk with a sense of curiosity, eager to see what lies around the next bend. You might discover a beautiful waterfall you never knew existed, a path you never would have found otherwise. These discoveries can be the highlights of your journey. In life, this could mean stumbling upon a new hobby, a new passion, even a new career path. You might find joy in activities you never considered before. Maybe you lost a job you thought was perfect. It feels like the end of the world, but it could be the beginning of something even better. Instead of panicking, you start exploring other options. You look at different fields, different roles, and you begin to see possibilities you hadn't noticed before. You take a class, you reach out to people in different fields, and suddenly you find yourself doing something you love even more. You meet new people, learn new skills, and your world expands. It's not about giving up on your goals. It's about being flexible and open to new possibilities. It's about being open to the journey and all its twists and turns. Life is full of unexpected detours, and sometimes those detours lead to the most beautiful destinations. Embrace the journey and be open to the opportunities that come your way. Keep calm and detach on. Now, you might be wondering, how do I start caring less? It's a common question, and the answer isn't as simple as flipping a switch. It's not about flipping a switch, it's a gradual process. Start small. Begin by identifying the little things that bother you daily. Next time something minor annoys you, take a deep breath. This simple act can help you reset your mind and approach the situation with a calmer perspective. Ask yourself, will this matter in a year? Often the things that stress us out in the moment are fleeting and insignificant in the grand scheme of things. In a month, even in a week. By putting things into perspective, you can reduce the immediate emotional impact they have on you. Practice letting go of the little things. This doesn't mean ignoring problems, but rather not letting them control your emotions. Over time, you'll find it easier to detach from bigger issues too. This skill builds resilience and helps you handle life's challenges with more grace. Remember, it's not about not caring at all. It's about finding a balance between caring and letting go. It's about caring in a way that brings you peace, not stress. When you master this, you'll find a new level of inner tranquility. So there you have it, folks. The journey to detachment is a personal one, but it's incredibly rewarding. The 5 amazing things that happen when you stop caring, or rather, when you learn the art of detachment, are transformative. It's not always easy, but it's definitely worth it. Each step you take towards detachment is a step towards a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Have you tried this approach in your life? How did it go? We'd love to hear your stories and experiences. Share your experiences in the comments below. Your journey can inspire others to start their own path to detachment. And if you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and subscribe. Your support helps us create more content to help you live a better life. Until next time, keep calm and detach on. Thanks for watching. Remember, the journey to detachment is ongoing, but every step you take is a step towards a more serene life.